Welcome to Watch Hobby Shop. My name is Joe, and today we're going to be taking a look at a alternative to either a Seiko Flightmaster or alternative to the Breitling Navitimer. We are talking about the Hamilton Khaki Aviation Converter Chronograph. That's a long word here. But let's go ahead, let's dive on down and take a look at this watch. All right, everybody, this is the Hamilton Khaki Converter or Aviation Converter Chronograph Automatic. Let's go ahead, let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. So let's get the measurements and specs out of the way here. We are looking at a diameter of 44.5. That's what I'm measuring. Lug to lug difference, we're looking at the wingspan is that can't be right, is it? 54. Wow, that's a long wingspan. Case thickness is going to run 15.5 millimeters. Lug width is going to be, it's going to be a 22, tapering down to 20, and the class I'm sure is going to be a 22. Well, 23.5. Okay, so basically Hamilton, if you guys know Hamilton's a really well-respected brand. It's an entry-level Swiss-made watch. They have a lot of horology history. Back in, quote me if I'm wrong, I think it was like 18 something. Was it 1897 or 18? Anyways, 18 something. Anyways, they were actually located in Pennsylvania in the United States of America. The company was founded in, and eventually in 1900s, I believe they moved over to Switzerland and became a Swiss-made watch company. Hamilton is known for their pilot watches. That's what they're known for, military-style pilot watches. World War I, a lot of military people wore these types of watches. Especially the fighter pilots would need a good navigation pilot's watch in order to check the speed, how much gas they had left, fuel in their tanks on the airplanes. But if you look at this watch, this thing is actually a pretty beautiful looking watch here. And if you look at the dial, and especially the dial here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more so you guys can see. This is absolutely stunning for Hamilton. I know Hamilton is known for entry level, but this is their actually higher tier watch. And if you guys can see, it has a lot of detail, a lot of gloss on it, pretty shiny, almost like a Navitimer by Breitling. It has a nice curved down lugs, even though it's a 54. It is running a Valjoux 7750. I'm not sure, I think they call this the H31 movement. So it does have a 70-hour power reserve, beats at 28,800 beats per hour. The reference number, if you guys are wondering, this is the H76726130. It has sapphire crystal. They did upgrade the hairspring to silicone, so that way it's anti-magnetic resistance. But guys, this is an absolutely stunning watch from Hamilton. Hamilton makes some really good watches, like the Murph. I've had the, I don't know if you guys remember the Interstellar movie with Matthew McConaughey. I used to own that watch as well. The Day Khaki, the Khaki Fields. So they make a lot of really nice watches. The Ventura watch that Elvis Presley wore. So they have a lot of history. I don't know why that Hamilton is not as popular as they should be, because they do have a lot of history, and I think it's a really good company. I have a lot of respect for Hamilton. They make quality watches for the price. They're not overpriced, but they're not too cheap either. I mean, they do have affordable quartz watches, but I'm personally myself, I like automatic watches. But the weight on this watch is, let's back up a little bit here. We're gonna measure this out and see how heavy this bad boy is on full stainless steel. Wow, we're looking at 226 grams. That is a big boy watch here. But yeah, anyways, but so far I think this is a great made watch. It has solid end length, see-through case back. The case back is sapphire. Let's check out the and another thing too on this, which is kind of strange, they normally don't do on chronographs, it actually has a screw down crown. So nice little pop. And the H31 movement is basically Valjoux 7750. It has the day and date complication on it. So if you guys want to see that. So it has the day and the date on this watch. It has all your functions. Don't ask me how you use the converter, but we're just going to call this the converter watch, or let's just call it the Hamilton Converter Chrono watch. Screw down crown. I believe it's to 100 meters of water resistance. Very nice threading. Locks into place. Let's check out the chronograph. Let's go ahead and run that. And it's your typical, you know, chronograph seconds hand. Nice red seconds hand. That's our chronograph hand that's running. You have your running seconds hand on the 9 o'clock position. You have your sub dials for your counters. I love the sword, or excuse me, the syringe hands for the hour and the minute markers. They reach all the way out to the end. Very legible to see, as you guys can notice on there. Applied logo on the top of the Hamilton. On the bottom it says converter. On the very bottom it does say Swiss made. It's a pretty busy dial. Even the chapter ring has numbers in there. The bezel itself is friction fit. It's not click. So there's no clicks on this. It's all completely friction fit. Slide rule bezel. You guys know how to use that. Don't ask me how to use it. I've never used it. I'm not a pilot, so I'll never use that. It's mostly aesthetic. At the end of the day, it's a pilot's watch. It reminds me a crossbreed between the Flight Master by Seiko and also a Navitimer. Because if you guys look at this bezel, you know, Navitimer uses this type of style bezel, especially on their newer Navitimers. Look at that bezel work, guys. Satin brush finish on the side, beautiful. I like how they got it curved down, so it doesn't wear as big as it is supposed to. You guys can see how it kind of like bevels down more inward, and it kind of slopes up out. So that's what makes it more large wrist presence on the top part. But let's go ahead and stop the chronograph, and it should snap right back at the 12 o'clock. No problem. Let's take a look at this movement. It's actually, it's not really decorated much, to be honest with you. It's kind of your basic Hamilton balance wheel, or I mean your rotor on there. There's nothing really intricate, no pelage work on this watch at all. As you guys can see, it's a basic movement. H31. It does look like it does have regulated arms on there, so you can, if you wanted to regulate this watch, you can. Because I know on some of the Hamiltons, the other one, Aviator, the 3-hand one, you can't regulate that. You have to take that into a watchmaker, because those are, like, especially like the Powermatics, whatever, there is no arms on there to regulate the watch. I put this on a time grapher. It's not running the greatest, probably plus 10 seconds, which is not bad. It's not cost certified. It does have a screw down case back on this. Like I said, it does have a screw down crown. The pushers aren't screwed down. Those are just regular pushers. So you guys ever use this in the water, do not touch the, or use the pushers while you're in the water. Let's put this on the wrist and check this out. It has a milled clasp, very simple. Double deployant. Let's try it again. Okay, yeah, snaps into place. Only has 3 micro adjustments. Well, you should be able to get a pretty decent fit. And as you guys can see on my 7-inch wrist, it wears large. I'm not gonna lie, it wears a little large. A lot of wrist presence. Is there an overhang? Slightly for being a 44 mil watch, but really it's not that bad. It's got a great presence on the wrist, easy to read too, especially with the syringe hands. I love the syringe hands, and I like what they did with the detail on the dial. This dial is absolutely stunning, guys. It comes in blue or black. I chose the black one just because I like the radiant gray that you can see on the subdials on the top are the 12 and the 6 o'clock. Beautiful. With the day and the date window is also bordered. They did a lot of work on the indices, the minute markers, the chapter ring, the slide rule bezel. There's a lot going on. It's a very busy watch. So if you guys don't like busy watches, this watch isn't probably for you. These, I believe, are pin and collars, not screws. So be careful when you guys do change this. It does have the Hamilton written on the inside of the middle part here. And you have your Hamilton on the clasp. Overall, it's a very beautiful watch. You guys are probably asking, how much is this watch? Yes, prices of watches are going up, guys. This is running $24.45, almost $2,500 plus tax. The tariffs are raising prices on the Swatch groups and other brands, Richemont, all the other companies, even Rolex. Everybody's raising their prices by 7 all the way up to 15%. Patek Philippe, I think, they raised theirs 15%. So if you guys want to start buying into some Swiss watches, good quality watches, I highly suggest that you guys start purchasing your watches as soon as possible before it starts trickling down into the secondary market. Because even the gray market prices, they will start charging more for these kinds of watches, guys. But this is a beautiful watch. I absolutely love this watch. I don't see anything wrong with this watch besides that it does have a lot of wrist presence. But if you like that, it is a busy dial. I don't mind busy dials. I don't have too many watches that have busy dials like this. But they did it well, because look at the reflection on that. And I believe it has anti-reflective coating on the underside, not the outer side, so just underneath. It's very legible, beautiful, easy to read. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's a pretty hefty watch. But overall, this type of watch here, Hamilton did an excellent job. If you guys haven't seen this watch before in person, you get a chance, go to a watch store and check this watch out. Put it on your wrist. It actually feels good. In person, it looks really good. The camera is not doing justice on the small details of this watch. I'm not sure how close I can get without. I want you guys to see the detail work on the dial. Look at the shine on this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. And if you guys have never thought about getting a Hamilton because you guys think it's a lower entry level brand, Swiss made brand, you guys are absolutely wrong. And if you guys love the Seiko Flightmaster, or Flighty they call it, or a Brightly Navitimer, you guys don't got that kind of money spending $8,000 to $10,000 for a Navitimer, this is a great alternative. There's nothing wrong with the Value 750. It's a workhorse movement, tried and true. It will last a very long time. Guys, I am praising this watch, yes. Negatives, let's go through some negatives on there. Hamilton, let's start getting rid of these micro adjustments, and only having 3 micro adjustments. That if you're gonna keep doing the old style holes, give us more micro adjustments. Otherwise, most companies now are giving you quick release attachments inside here to be able to size the bracelet. For some reason, a lot of companies are sticking with the same old thing. And then also with the links, I think that everybody should go with screw links. Get rid of the pin and collar. I know they're very secure, but the screw ones are also can be secure as well. I believe, in my personal opinion, because even high brands like Tudor, Omega, they all use screws. Even Rolex use screws, pins for their links. Another negative that I would say is that I would like to see, if you're going to do a screw down crown, just go all out and make the pushers as well screw down. Because if you accidentally press these buttons while you're swimming or getting it wet, you have a chance of exposing water into the movement. But other than that, guys, this is actually a pretty nice watch. The price tag, do I agree with the price tag at $24.45? To be honest with you, I'd say this is about a $2,000 watch, guys. I think they priced it maybe 400 over. I would probably definitely pay $2,000 for this watch. It's worth it, even with the name Hamilton. I'll be very proud to own this watch. I mean, I do have this watch, but anybody that buys this watch, be proud of this watch. Enjoy it. This is a very timeless look. And especially Navitimer has been around for over 100 years, and this type of look is beautiful without the price tag of Breitling. And then plus, if you want to be a little more upgraded, has that same look and style as the Flighty by Seiko. Hamilton, beautiful job, guys, beautiful. I would say this is probably one of their best entry level pieces by Hamilton. Right, actually, it's not their entry level. This is their higher end tier luxury level. But they're starting to do some better things. I know this is a little bit older model that came out a few years ago, but nobody's talking about it. I don't see too many YouTube videos on this watch. I don't know why more people aren't looking at this watch. It's a beautiful timepiece, and I think that you guys should have this in your collection. Other than that, those would be my pros and cons. Do I recommend buying this watch? Absolutely. This is gorgeous. There's really not, it checks all the marks for me. It's legible, it's beautiful design, great heritage, great brand name, Swiss made, carrying the venerable 7750 Valjoux. Will last a lifetime, and if you take care of it. It also has a screw down crown, which most chronographs do not have screw down crowns. So yeah, I would recommend buying this watch. If you guys have the budget for this watch and you don't have a budget for a Breitling Navitimer, then go ahead and get this one. Otherwise, your next alternative would be to get the Seiko Flightmaster, or Flighty is what they call it. But if you do have the budget around $2,000, go ahead and pick this bad boy up. I do see these brand new running around $18,000 to $2,000 on eBay, so you're not going to have to pay the full retail suggested price. They do take a little bit of hit on the market. I think used, you can probably find these used, pre-owned, in good condition around $1,500, maybe $1,600. So they're actually holding not too bad on this value. But yeah, until next time, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you guys want to see more watch reviews, don't forget to leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this watch. Would you guys spend $2,000 for this Hamilton, or would you save your money and spend $2,000 on a different watch? And if so, what type of watch would you buy for $2,000 if you had in your pocket? All right, guys, until next time, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.